Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, it is the start of 2026, so I thought I'd take you back through my 5 top tech buys from 2025. What products do I genuinely think were worth the money? And maybe down the line I'll do a video on some products that I don't think quite lived up to the hype. But today we're here to celebrate the 5 best products, regardless of their price. It's all about how much I use them and how much they've changed my day-to-day life. So strap in, here's 5 products coming up, starting with this one. So product number 1 is this, my 2025 Kindle. This is the 6.5-inch version of the Kindle, I believe it is. Might be slightly smaller than that, but this has revolutionized my reading. Now, I'm the type of person that loves reading, but I always find it so cumbersome lugging around big heavy bags with me wherever I go. And with this Kindle, I find myself reading everywhere, on the train, on the bus, and a lot more at home as well, especially when I'm putting the kids to bed, because the light is not so bright that it keeps them awake. So I'm able to actually read books while I'm putting the kids to bed. And since that's been the case, I've been actively volunteering to put the kids to bed in order to read more books. I've read 12 books so far on this Kindle since purchasing it, and it is an absolutely great reading experience. Super comfortable on the eyes, really convenient to tap through the pages, and there's a ton of different accessory options you can pick up for these things to make your reading that much more comfortable. The product has a super long battery life. You barely ever need to charge it. I generally can't remember the last time I charged my Kindle. It's linked to your Amazon account, so it's easy enough to pick up new books. And although some of them can be fairly expensive, I've seen a couple on there for $9.99. Generally, they run some really good sales, especially through Black Friday. And there are websites which you can sign up for notifications for when your favorite author's books go on sale. So you can pick up a nice bargain if you really want to. Myself, I'm a James Patterson reader, so I like the Alex Cross books and the Michael Bennett books. And I've been able to snag some really good deals on these books during my time as a Kindle owner. Some of them as little as 99p, even for the newest Alex Cross book, which I picked up over Black Friday. So that is an incredible steal for that book. And if I was going to buy the paperback version, it would have ended up costing me more. So there's some money saved there, although you have the initial outlay for the device. Now, it's not quite as nice an experience as reading an actual book. You don't get the smell of the paper, the feel of turning the page in your hand, or even sometimes that heft of reading a book that I do miss, that makes it feel like you're holding on to something substantial. But that does all pale in comparison to just the sheer convenience of this thing. The fact that it's so small and so light that you can actually fit it in a normal pocket where you would carry your phone makes it a massive win. Like I said, you can read this thing absolutely anywhere, on a plane, on a bus, on a train. It doesn't feel exhausting to get it out and put it away. Like I said, you can just slip it into your pocket. And you can even listen to audiobooks on it too. So it's a massive win. It's a fantastic product. Coming in at a price tag of about £100, I actually think that's really, really reasonable for the type of product that you're going to get. Now, the build quality is a bit plasticky, which is something I find with a lot of Amazon's devices. So that is one thing to keep in mind. I picked myself up a folio case to keep mine in to stop it from getting damaged, but there are lots of clear case options as well for you to go for. Ones that have things like hand straps on the back for making sure that you can hold your device above your face without it dropping on you while you're reading in bed. Clickers to change the page, and even stands that you can put it on to read as well. So like I said, tons of accessories that come along with the product. I think it's a really great product for the price, and since I purchased it, I have used it every day, which is why it's my number one tech purchase of the year. I won't make you wait to find out that it is. It's my number one tech purchase of the year. I've used it every single day since buying it. Value for money wise, incredible. It's increased my productivity, increased my reading and my enjoyment. 10 out of 10, would definitely buy this product again. Product number 2 then is this, the Apple Watch Ultra 2. I actually managed to snag this on an amazing offer in Argos in the UK. It was $699 on offer, which is absolutely fantastic for the product that you get. And I actually had an Apple Watch beforehand. It was a regular SE Apple Watch. I'd had a couple of the series Apple Watches before, but I felt like it was time to upgrade to the Ultra, not just for its rugged looks and its extra battery life performance, but also the GPS functionality for my running. It is a really, really fantastic product. You really feel the additional screen size when you're using it. It makes it a lot more usable for replying to text messages, where on my SE, the keyboard didn't pop up. You had to talk to it like a James Bond person. It was not great. So this is a really, really usable product. It's fantastic. The extra battery life goes a real long way on these things. The extra style points makes it feel like you're wearing a more premium, modern, stylish watch. I definitely recommend the Apple Watch Ultra series if you're looking for a really nice premium smartwatch. One thing I would say with the Apple Watch Ultra is if you're using an SE version and you're thinking of upgrading to the Ultra, you really do have to consider what you get extra. It's a fantastic looking product with additional heft, a bigger screen size and a bigger battery, but at the heart of it, it is an Apple Watch. For things like fitness tracking, you generally need an additional health app in order to do that. So for example, I use the Bevel app, which tracks my body battery, my sleep slightly more accurately, and some of the other things that you'd be looking for in a health app. It makes it feel more similar to a Whoop in terms of the insights that it gives you. And it's got some AI powered insights on there as well, which is great. But if you are upgrading from an Apple Watch, one of the newer ones, maybe a Series 10 or Series 11, probably would just hold on to those. They're already fantastic devices. They've got the same level of sensors and a big enough screen size and battery life that you probably wouldn't notice the additional bump. But for anyone who's thinking about potentially upgrading a 2022 SE or maybe a Series 7 or 8 and below, I think it's a really great upgrade. And now is a good time to start looking at the Ultra 2s, considering the Ultra 3s have come out. And even some people might even be looking back at some of the refurbished Ultra 1s, which are still a fantastic product. And you can pick one up for about £300 to £350 right now in the UK, whether you purchase it through Amazon or one of the other refurbished product sites. It's a really, really good pickup if you're looking for something that's a bit more rugged, a bit more stylish with that extra battery life, which is generally the downfall of Apple Watches. Product number 3 then is this, the Gamesir Nova Lite. This is a fantastic product. It cost me only $17.99, which for a controller with Hall effect triggers, USB-C connectivity, and also compatibility with iOS, Nintendo, and PC, it is an absolute bargain. It even comes with a travel case that you can put it into to chuck it in your backpack, included in the price. It really feels like the steal of the century when you consider what this thing can add with just one controller. Now, generally, when I'm traveling, I like to take my Nintendo Switch 2 with me. And I generally prefer, whenever possible, to use the Nintendo licensed controllers. We'll talk about that a bit later on. But this Novasire Lite controller is fantastic. It pairs super easily with the Nintendo Switch, super easily with my iPad, and allows me to do cloud gaming as well from Xbox. So it gives me multiple functionalities in one. I generally want something that's light, portable, and the fact that it's got a travel case makes it really, really convenient to travel with too. So if I can find one controller that works across multiple platforms, it's a big bonus for me. And then you consider the build quality. It's a fantastic controller. It's got Hall Effect sticks, so you don't have to worry about stick drift. It really is a fantastic feeling product. The bumpers are missing a little bit of that click and they do feel a little bit spongy, but generally when you are using this thing, it's for a shorter gaming session, so you don't really notice those things at the time. I would also say that with this product, it is missing the back bumpers that you would get on some of your more premium controllers like SCUF controllers and even the Nintendo Switch 2 controller, but they've fixed that with the new Novasur GameSir Nova Lite. They've got really confusing names. GameSir Nova Lite 2, which is only 10 more pounds than this version, so it's an absolute steal. You can go and buy the second version of this product. It's upgraded significantly, and it still comes with the travel case and in the fantastic colors. There's a purple and orange, a gray and orange, and I think a black one as well. So it looks fantastic, performs fantastic, a really nice build quality, and you can't go wrong with USB-C connectivity as well. So then let's talk about the big one, the Nintendo Switch 2, the best handheld console that money can buy, and we were blessed that it landed in our laps in 2025. Now, I struggled originally to pick one up. They were out of stock everywhere, but when I finally got my hands on this product, it did not disappoint. Sure, the games are super expensive. Sure, the controllers are going to be super expensive. I know they've just released a couple of additional colors, but this thing is the best handheld that you can buy, period. Now, it is not a cheap product, but you do get a massive OLED screen. You do get compatibility with your favorite Nintendo games, Pokemon, Mario, all your favorites, Zelda. And as someone who has loved Nintendo games, specifically Pokemon, for my entire life, it was a no-brainer that I was going to pick this thing up, and I have used it so much. I had thousands of hours on the original Nintendo Switch 1, and I'm sure I'm going to put thousands of hours onto this Nintendo Switch 2. I take it with me everywhere I go. I've got a travel case for it. I've got the Nintendo Switch Pro 2 controller as well for those longer gaming sessions at home. And I have to admit, this is by far one of my favorite consoles at the moment. Generally, I'm an Xbox user, but the versatility of the Nintendo Switch 2 is unmatched. So I think it probably has to go to the Switch 2 at this point. Now, speaking of those accessories, this is the Nintendo Switch 2 hard case, the official Nintendo licensed one. If you're looking for something that is slim and lightweight and perfectly fits the console, you really have no other choice. And then also this is the Nintendo Switch 2 controller. Now, I was on the fence about upgrading my Switch 1 Pro controller because it is backwards compatible, so it works really well. But this Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller is a step above. If you don't believe me, find someone who's got one and just press the triggers, move the buttery smooth analog sticks around, and instantly you will find yourself in love with this controller. I have not felt a controller with better feeling analog sticks in my entire life. I've tried Xbox Elite controllers, SCUF controllers, I've tried all sorts. This controller has the most buttery smooth analog sticks that money can buy. And if you don't have one and you've got a Nintendo Switch 2, you are missing out massively. Now, for the final product, this is one that you guys might not see coming. This is my Asper X 65 watt, 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. Now, I know you're probably looking at some of the other tech products that I've purchased and thinking, what's coming next? Eagerly anticipating a phone or a tablet or something like that. But this Asper X power bank cost me £24 on Amazon. It is a 20,000 milliamp hour, 65-watt power bank, and it charges absolutely everything I own extremely quickly. It's got enough juice to power my Nintendo Switch and my phone, and you can even charge your MacBook on it as well. So this thing is an absolute beast for the price. Now, it's also got this LED screen that shows you the battery life percentage. Not only does it show you that, but it also shows you what wattage is being drawn from each of the sockets as well. So you can see if your device is actually drawing the full 65 watts. I have seen that on a couple of devices that I've used. But for the most part, generally, if you're charging a phone, it's more like 15. But this thing is great. Hands down, I have used this so much since buying it. I never have to worry about having things charged. It is just a fantastic product for the price. Super nice build quality. If you're someone who travels, if you're someone who moves around quite a bit, or just if you're someone who wants to make sure that you never ever have to worry about your device running out of battery, I would highly recommend this Asper X portable charger on Amazon. Look it up, super easy to find. You can't really go wrong with those specs and that sort of price tag. And it even comes with its own 65-watt charge cable in the box as well. So you don't even have to worry about buying one extra. They're not super expensive. They're about $4.99, but it does come with one. So it's just another bonus to go with this thing. It's ready to use out of the box. Like I said, it works on everything. You can even charge up to 3 different devices at once. It has 2 USB-Cs and a USB-A on the end there as well. So this thing is ready to go no matter what you throw at it. So there you go, my top 5 tech products of 2025 that I've purchased that I genuinely believe are worth every single penny. Each of these products has made my life better every single day, whether it's given me enjoyment like the Nintendo Switch 2, reducing my anxiety around whether my products are charged like the power bank, or just simply giving me health insights on how I'm performing every single day. These 5 products are hands down the best products that I've purchased during 2025. And I would love to know what your top 5 tech products of 2025 that you've purchased are down below in the comments as well. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe. And if you did find this enjoyable or even useful, please do hit that like button so that I can make more videos like this in the future. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.